yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. It seems cool, and it is right after MGS 3, I'm pretty sure. So I can't wait to see how it goes. Come on.
This isn't a social call, or you wouldn't have brought the goons. Yeah.
Oh, actually, like, oh, there was my controller. Fuck me, this is gonna be. Because it's got a wonky charging port. They fucking changed it. So it's not R1 that zooms in, it's R2. Okay, well. Hold on. I was in the middle of a thought. I'm gonna be editing this and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You didn't finish the thought. Fuck me. Right, I think I was in the middle of saying the graphics actually look pretty good. Oh, it's not that. Aha. It's not that it's not LNR, it's that this emulator has a flip for some reason. I'm gonna have to work on that. Dude, camera movement. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. That's no excuse, you're not rid of the shit. Snake survived in Snake Eater. Huh. Same one as before. Oh, I just thought of something. Let me be smart and control my ping, change my D-pad buttons to my analog buttons. Yes. Okay, it's a little goofy, but it does work. See, this is the kind of tutorial that wasn't in Snake Eater, or at least it wasn't somewhere obvious, because I did not find it. But this is exactly what's needed. I mean, I figured everything out on my own eventually, but also my save file was 20 hours long, or 18, but let's run it up to 20. Which means that's a hell of a long time it took to learn that. Now interrogation, they did eventually teach you. A little bit too late. And I only found out because I called Major Zero, because I was like, what the fuck do I do? But then by that point I already killed everyone. So I had no one to interrogate, so I had to find a different way to solve the puzzle, which I did accidentally. But that's how I found out you can knock on doors completely accidentally, and it ended up being the solution. So like, not enough transparency. But it's an old game, so that is to be expected. But that's not to say old games don't have good tutorials, it's just it wasn't part of the design philosophy. Oh, their stars fall off as they're about to wake up. That's actually a really cool detail. Glad I spotted that, that's really useful actually. So this is actually pretty interesting. Whatever. You're gonna have to get used to hearing that. This is actually pretty interesting because this kind of sets the foundation for Metal Gear 5, doesn't it? Because you constantly turn enemy soldiers to your soldiers over at the mother base, which is a really cool concept and a really cool idea, so I'm glad to find out they actually did it way earlier. It sets up the whole concept, sets up everything. And I mean, when I played Metal Gear 5, I had no fucking idea that it was basically a continuation of what Snake was already doing before. Funnily enough, I actually never used any cardboard boxes in MGS 3, which is a bit of a shame. I totally didn't use the full potential of that.
Your uniform. It's not like that. When I saw you with the help.
What the fuck, Snake?
The others.
That was nice. Hesitate. Shoot her.
Shoot your sister?
If you can't do that, you're already dead.
Alright, next time, let's try for a more upbeat prophecy.
My god, Snake.
She didn't expect that, I think. Alright. She has a, oh, I was gonna say, a bit of a dead zone here.
Did I not just walk by there?
Is it hard being an officer?
Where's he, Pinhead?
No one follows your orders. Silence!
Privigenia. That's a fun way to call it. Because what I can explain Privigenia as in Croatian would be to see things, right? So calling a ghost a thing you saw is pretty cool.
Damn it, we lost one. Select the next soldier immediately.
So good to know. Hunger is instant death. Let's. It's gonna be tough. Actors.
My purpose will be fulfilled. Let's go.
Really good line delivery. I love that voice. Ah, him pre-firing me.
What's wrong?
What the fuck?
Your circuit's gone.
Nice. Yeah. No, this fight is good.
We lost.
Fuck off.
Damn.
Mellow yellow. You can't call a drink with saffron in it a mellow yellow.
The song.
Let go of the fucking Mosin!
Oh. You
Oh
think
my
it's not?
god, I'm gonna have a breakdown.
It's lime, it's mint, it's sweet. I might want more Ango, but I'm also worried it's gonna go.
Fuck, that was so close, man, if I got the last shot off.
And to do that, I'm going to start with 3 ounce of
Why are you so fucking fast, man? Oh my god.
Appleton Estate in there, get a little.
You went even further right. Oh, you can't be for real. I can't even react in time. Oh my god, if you could. Okay, the main problem I'm having is you can't fucking hip fire in this game. Why? Why not? It was kind of worthless, but it still had its situations where it was good. In Snake Eater, and I get this game doesn't have enough buttons because it's on a PSP, but please, the hip fire was so good. That changes everything. That changes everything. Why is it like that? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But that changes everything. Oh, but that's. Oh, no. But, oh. Don't kill. Oh my god.
What's wrong? This brings back memories.
Why don't you react sometimes? You just don't react. So close, actually. Whoa. The goggles showing me where my hip fire is going is crazy.
What's wrong? Your circuit's gone dead. Give me a status report.
No. No.
Your circuit's gone dead. Give me a status report.
Sorry for save stating. Fuck me. I'm gonna have another one though, but like, oh. Cool. No. I'm going to bed.
For so many things coming to North America, most Finnish immigrants hailed from impoverished
Don't kill me.
rural regions such as Ostrobothnia, northern Savonia, and the Torn Valley.
No.
And
No.
Panko saw story here in the United States. So, cultural historian Marianne Wargelis, I
Cool.
think is how you say
Finally.
her name.
Fucking finally.
This is
Hello everyone, just want to quickly interrupt for like 30 seconds. I try to make these videos as often as I can, probably around one a week, but of course I'm very busy and I cannot keep up with working all the time, right? And I don't have any sponsors and I don't make money off of YouTube because I'm not big enough to earn advertising money. I have created a Ko-fi that if you want to support me, you can go there. I have the link in my description of the most recent videos and in my YouTube bio. So if you feel like supporting me, if you have some extra cash, thank you very much. But I would of course really appreciate the help. There are no special benefits to it other than just, being helpful. Don't spend money on me if you don't have money to spend on yourself. Of course, put yourself first. I'm just a silly little guy making silly videos. It doesn't matter. But if you feel like it, there you go. I also have a TikTok, which sometimes gets videos earlier than YouTube does, and some clips aren't even gonna make it to YouTube, so maybe give that a look too.
You still owe me money from our last poker game. I can't have you dying on me yet.
Greedy ass. I mean, I know it's not about the money, but it's a funny way to put it. No, not another shitty fight, man. You can't do this to me. It's just the boss again. It's just the boss again, but this time we have no camo and the arena sucks. But it is more well suited to the idea of having to fight from the back because it's just fucking huge. This is huge. And there are a lot of paths. So it's more well suited to the idea of you have to go to his back to shoot him. But still, it's just a boss again.
Where are you hiding? I told you not to get careless.
Why? So he says, "Where are you hiding?" Which makes it seem like he doesn't know. Like he lost track of me. And then he says, "Don't be careless." And then he starts shooting me through the wall. So do you know where I'm at or not, you fucking bitch? What the fuck was that?
We lost one. Select the next soldier immediately.
So he blocks. I load up save state because I was just curious. Huh. So he blocks things that spray, like his machine gun does, but he doesn't block single shots like the 1911. No, it just requires taking him off guard. I'm playing this shit like it's fucking Valorant or CS. CS is more accurate. Waiting around a corner. Waiting for a guy to turn and then he wins because he pre-fired me and he has wall hacks. Unbelievable. Fuck me! That was so bad. Is that Oswald's voice actor, by the way? Because it really does sound like him. Maybe I'm just delusional. There we go. Simple enough. It's actually so much easier than the boss, because he doesn't actually have frontal protection.
I too.
Okay, cool. So, I got scammed by shadowplay and I had to reset my whole computer until shadowplay started working again, and it works now, hopefully. So the cutscene that just happened is where Elise talks about the future, and she sees that yes, Snake does destroy the Metal Gear, and the Snake makes the next Metal Gear. And I think she says "Les infantes terribles," which is of course something in French, but I'm not French. But the terrible infants, the snakes of the children of Big Boss. And something about Big Boss's child being the one that destroys the world, and then something about him saving the world or saving somebody. What the fuck? I mean, I just gave a whole recap, so I don't have to, but if I remember, if I feel like it, I'll try and get a clip of at least a little end bit of that cutscene, because, like, what the fuck? What, Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? But I was right, we did get to learn more about the terrible infants, because that wasn't mentioned up until this point in this game, and that was like the last thing you see, well, not the last thing, but basically the last thing you see as part of Snake Eater. Are you just gonna kill me? Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Okay, that's
Your
interesting.
circuit's gone dead.
The knives flying by and the noise they made on impact. Dude, he's just a balloon monkey. Triple dart blue monkey, dude. Holy shit. Dude, what the fuck?
Look at how much you've lost already.
Kill me.
What?
What the hell, man? It is beneficial to me. Because I was thinking, man, if he can't, Oh my god, you're so fucking cringe, dude. Just keep attacking him. Fucking Campbell said, just keep up the attacks. It doesn't matter. Anyway, god, I was thinking, man, it'd be really cool if, because I go deaf after a stun goes off, if he didn't drain my stamina. And yeah, you do go deaf, which is really cool. I'm gonna do one more attempt without changing my loadout, and then I'm gonna grab all my stuns out of the fucking briefing, because there's no shot to do this without stuns. I don't know, it doesn't feel right.
What's wrong? Your
So what's the
circuit's
point
gone
if he
dead.
knows? Wait, it doesn't stop the drain. That's actually really stupid. So it has like no utility other than if I land it in the right direction and it's close enough, it insta stops speech. But that's if it's close enough to him. Actually kind of annoying then.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country?
Next time he goes on a racist rant, I'm dead. They really should have put rations in this room. I know they will make this fight way easier, but like, oh my god, man.
your rifles at your neighbors. Your comrades.
He didn't actually throw it. Dude, that's so infuriating. And it takes so long to rearm and throw a new one once you get cocked like that. God, it's so infuriating.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country?
It really felt like he was about to go racist, so I had to, I popped a grenade and tossed it. I was correct. You can kind of feel like he has a tiny bit of a pattern. I feel like the racism is on a timer. Or on a counter, I suppose. Oh, fuck me. Or like on a counter. Where after every,
Give me a status report.
like, 8 to 10-ish attacks, is when he's gonna start his racist fucking speech. And that's when you have the chance to interrupt him. And that seems fairly consistent. I'm not counting, but it just kind of feels correct at some points to just pre-toss a bomb, and I'm kind of correct half the time, so that's cool, I guess. No way I missed. Come on, man, that was point blank. Oh man, we're both one shot away. I think he wins. Oh, bound. What? Oh, really? Nice. Honestly, despite the little annoying, bad quality of life things, an actual good fight from one of these games. Also, I saw that revolver.
Impressive.
I love
Never imagined they'd have a facility like this.
So I have to find my own reason to fight. I have to pass on what's been handed down to me.
Take care, Snake. We'll meet again someday.
the way these smug jackasses think Snake was saluting them when in reality he was saluting his men. Oh, fucking love that. Honestly, pretty cool. Okay, so Null and Onslaught aren't the same voice actor. They sounded similar. Anyway, I think that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. I'll reserve the mini review until I finish editing, when I had a bit of time to stew on it. But overall, I have good impressions. It felt really nice. It felt good. Okay. So will we get another timeline of things to come? Oh, no, still credits. Yes, another phone call.
But on one condition. I want him to join us.
Oh.
Yes, Big Boss. So that we can become the Patriots.
Nice. Well, for those of you who care, here are my stats. 12 hours, that's basically as it should be, right? That's pretty much the average time, I think. Pretty good, I think they're great. Alright, so video editing done. Let's go for another one of these. Also, I just have to say, this balloon monkey bit is so stupid. I opened up my Steam and I re-downloaded balloons just so I can record that. But yeah, let's open up Paint. Now, I actually did not do a good job pulling. Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to check on that. The Snake Eater video releases tomorrow, so I should go into the YouTube editor and probably censor out some things, because I just realized when I open up my start menu, who the fuck knows what's there? So I should make sure there is nothing bad there. First off, before we do the review, let me go into a bit of a rant. Fucking shadowplay. That's 2 games in a row now that the mid period of the mid section of the game just pretty much isn't recorded because there's no game or mic audio, so I can't make anything funny out of it, right? If it was at least game audio, I could put a little excerpt of a cutscene. I wouldn't feel bad because you'd have some audio and it's a little bit entertaining still because the cutscenes are golden. Or if it was only mic audio, that's still really good because, you know, I'm a total funny guy, and I can use that because I have funny reactions sometimes, right? So if it was either one of those, I could make use of it, but it's neither, which means the footage is basically useless. So what I lost is about an hour and a half, a little bit more of footage, which is a lot. That was the whole middle period, the whole middle section of the game, and I had so many rants, I had so many talks, I did so much, and it just doesn't matter because none of it got picked up, and that really fucking sucks. That really ruins my day. Honestly, I'm gonna be really pissed if this happens during Peace Walker and the other games going forward, because I don't know what to do about it. I don't change shadowplay. I don't do anything to shadowplay before or after or during a recording session. It just kind of breaks and then mends itself randomly as the hours go by. And I'm curious, I haven't edited any other stuff since I've started playing MGS. The MGS games. I haven't worked on other videos because I already have quite a bit of backlog made up. I don't know if that's a bug that's gonna be persistent through my other clips, because I have a lot of League, I have a lot of Hunt, I have a lot of Dead by Daylight. I even have Identity V because I want to make a funny bit about DBD and IDV. But all that aside, I really hope Shadowplay isn't gonna be consistently shit like this, because that's really annoying. It's really annoying to waste and lose so much time and so much footage whenever that happens. I don't know how often I'll be getting these MGS videos out. As I said mentioned earlier, the Snake Eater video isn't even out yet. I'm already finished with Portable Ops, and I'm about to start Peace Walker. So I don't know if there is a response, what is the response, and how well it's gonna be taken. But all I'm gonna say is, I think it should take me about 2 to 3 weeks for each individual game to go through it and then make a video about it and then have it uploaded. And also it depends on the length of the game. For comparison, Snake Eater, I had about 4 to 5 hours of footage, and I lost maybe 30 minutes to an hour because of the bug. For Portable Ops, I had 2.5 hours of footage, and I lost an hour and a half, which fucking sucks so bad. It sucks really, really bad. Something I didn't mention before is, because I somehow forgot, I played MGS1 on my PS1 as a little lad, as a little baby, and I played MGS5 not that long after release. Funnily enough, I went back through my YouTube archives, and yes, I have found the old streams that I have from 2017, the old streams I have of MGS5, and oh my god, that is unbearable. All my old content is unbearable, and while the style hasn't changed much, I have. Jesus Christ, wow, I have changed. Anyway, I'm surprised I don't have it, but I have played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance multiple times. I've played it years ago on my PS3, and then I have a stream of it from 2017, and then I swear I played it again recently, like maybe 2 years ago. I played Revengeance again, and I streamed it, but I don't know where the fuck I streamed it because it's not archived in my YouTube. So it had to have been a Twitch stream, and I just didn't download the VOD, which is a shame. But I'm quite sure it was like a 2019-2020 stream. of me playing Revengeance. I'm so surprised I don't have it because I really thought I would, but yeah, I just don't have it for some reason. It's a shame. If I feel like it, I might put in some clips from those old streams when I get to those games, but probably not. I might just do a funny little reference here and then, because Jesus Christ. Anyway, can we finally get to the review? I think we can. So how did we do this last time? I believe what we did first was story. So let's write it out. So first off, story-wise, it was quite interesting. I wouldn't say it's as cool, as touching, as quote-unquote inspiring as Snake Eater, but it's still a very cool story. I love Jean. Of course, I love Ocelot, even though Ocelot got like 10 seconds of screen time. Elise was fine. Campbell is great. Callahan, I mean, sure, whatever. I think overall, the story of Portable Ops is a solid 7.5. That's a really shitty 5. It's a solid 7.5 out of 10. Which I think is fair to say about it. Next we did aesthetics. The aesthetics of this game. The only reason I did aesthetics, by the way, for Snake Eater is because the yellow filter and all the drama that's going on around it, because MGS Delta doesn't have it. Well, let's continue it. The aesthetics of this game were quite plain. It was rather vibrant in certain areas, but it's also really muddled and kind of boring, which I'm going to assume is the PSP's fault. But I can't, it's nothing too special. It's just slightly above average, which means I'll put it at like a 6 out of 10 for the aesthetics of this one. Now here comes the big one. Gameplay. GP. The gameplay of Portable Ops was interesting, and let me go on a little bit of a rant. I think the inclusion, let's do the lowest first. Just the fact that you can actually freely turn your camera and it's not fixed helps so much. Now I believe there's a version of MGS3 called Substance Edition which has free camera movement. I didn't know about that. Nobody told me. I don't do research about this shit. I just download the game and then I play it. So I had no clue Substance Edition existed. I had no clue Substance Edition wasn't fixed camera. I just played all of Snake Eater fucking fixed camera because I didn't think I had a choice. And it was fine. It was fine. It worked. I got used to it and it was perfectly fine. But the inclusion of a movable character here, or movable camera here in Portable Ops, is beautiful, and it takes the minimum rating of the game from a 4 to a 5. But, and here's a big but, the bosses in this game kind of sucked. Except for a few, I'll get to it, but they kind of sucked. The first null fight is annoying as fuck. It's basically the boss, but he's weaker than the boss. Except the arena sucks dick. It really sucks. The arena is not fun to play in. And I feel like they should have used a different area, because just using that one mission, the silo entrance layout, for the fucking the whole entire boss arena, wow dude, just wow. You couldn't have shortened it, you could have changed something. Like it was just the entire fucking map. Next, Callahan. Callahan kinda fucking sucked. At first, my first impression was, like on my first attempt against Callahan, I was like, man, this is actually pretty cool. It's basically a set piece that you get to interact with. It's not a guaranteed win. And then the more I kept having to redo it, the more I was like, holy fuck, is this annoying. And for some reason, the RPG does nothing to him. The RPG does 0 damage, not a little or 0, but it does like 5 damage. And I can do the exact same damage I do with the RPG with the M63 or whatever the fuck, LMG, and just shooting him and spraying and praying. And when we're at spraying and praying, holy shit, I might as well become a fucking pastor and make my own church. How much praying I had to do, the bullets went in the right fucking direction. And when we were at that, oh my god, Python's fight. Python's fucking fight. I think stamina drain bosses are probably some of the worst things they could have included, because it does not lend itself to fun and challenging gameplay. It lends itself to annoying fucking avoidance. Like, it sucked. It really sucked. Both Python and Jean do stamina drain, but I think Jean's stamina drain is so much more bearable, and we will get to Jean because Jean is one of the highlights. But Python, dude, Python, wow, man. And I mean, you saw in the video, there's a lot of attempts. I took so many attempts. At one point, I was so done with it, I went to sleep. And then after I woke up, it took like 2 attempts for me to beat him. But Jesus, man, just really sucked. So all that in mind, not all that. I'm not finished. The controls somehow became clunkier, and it can't be the lack of buttons, because the lack of buttons doesn't actually do anything, because Snake Eater didn't even use all the buttons. But what I want to say was, man, what the fuck? It somehow became a lot more clunky. Like in Snake Eater, I could spam X and he would just stand up super quick. If I was laying down, I do XX, and then he stands up in like half a second, and I get to keep moving. If I in Portable Ops, when he goes from laying down to crouching. Like if he's laying down and I press XX, he is going to go to crouching after a second, and then I have to wait about another second before I can press X again in order to make him stand up. That is so clunky and fucking annoying. Also, sometimes the guns are kind of like sticky when it comes to weapons that you have to be in first person for, like the snipers and the RPG. It takes so much fucking effort to take them out of your hands when you want to take them out of your hands for no reason, and that's because like the animations and whatever the fuck overrides your ability to unequip it. And it leads to really frustrating scenarios. And then there was another thing that just came to mind. The reload. The reload being R1 circle is kind of annoying, and almost never came up until the Calgan fight, where reloading quickly and having the right amount of bullets for the right phase became super important, because it only affects people like me who abuse the fact that unequipping and re-equipping fully reloads your magazine, and having the reload be the same button to equip / unequip while aiming down sights, really annoying. I wasted a lot of time, and that's what made me have to do so many Calgan attempts, because it took so long to actually get to shoot him because the reload is so long. Okay, let's finally get to the number. So I said the camera movement takes it from a 4 to a 5 minimum, but I think all the complaints I listed take it back down to at least a 4.5, because the camera movement adds so much to it. It adds so much, it outweighs the shitty bosses I just mentioned. But there's a lot of highlights that also push it up at least a tiny bit. What are the highlights? Well, the recruit system, I love it. I love it so much. I think it goes a little underutilized because this really, it feels like a proof of concept. It feels like a demo where they're like, hey, this is the recruit system, this is what you can do, this is what you should do, and then it just kind of stops there because it's all very heavily like time investments, right? You need your medical unit takes time to do anything, your research unit takes time to do anything, your spies take time to do anything. If you want to heal and recover the stamina of your agents, you have to wait and not do anything. It's just time gated. I'm not sure how much of a fan of that I am, but I do love the theory behind the recruit system and how it all works and how it's supposed to play together. Not necessarily that it does play that way, but I love the theory of it. Another thing, there are some good boss fights. The second null fight is really good. I really enjoy the second null fight because the arena lends itself so much better to fighting null, and it elevates the experience, and it goes from being an annoying cat and mouse game to kind of an enjoyable cat and mouse game, I suppose. But it works well. It just works well. The Metal Gear Russia fight, I don't think it's meant to be Raxa because the X is pronounced kind of like a sh, so it's Russia. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Metal Gear Russia. But anyway, that fight, it's kind of enjoyable. The heat-seeking missiles are annoying, but I do love the spectacle of fighting a Metal Gear and having it just on being a man and having an RPG and just destroying the fucking machine. That's great. I really love that. What else? The sneaking feels a little bit better. You're not reliant on a camo system, which means you can't just put on the best camo and go lay down in a bush and then just wait until people pass by. You have to use cover, you have to use angles, and the fact that you can move the camera around lets you do that effectively. That's one of my main complaints I have about Snake Eater. It was one that I don't think I actually voiced it, but it's a complaint I had with Snake Eater, where if there were multiple guards in an area, because of the fixed camera, I had no way to look at them unless I was at some really weird angle where I could go into first person and look at them without having them spot me immediately. But thanks to the moving camera here and the use of wall hugging, which has been greatly improved, and some other things, it makes it feel a lot better. Another thing, let's see, we mentioned the Metal Gear boss, we mentioned the second null fight. I suppose the last fight in that case is Gene. And Gene honestly felt really good. It felt kind of like a final boss should. It did what the boss didn't, but also didn't do what the boss did. So the thing with the boss is it was a terrible fight. It sucked to play. It really did suck to play. I don't care what other people might think about that opinion. It sucked to fight her because it was designed in such an unfun way. But it was so absolutely beautiful in a story and aesthetic sense. It was so beautifully made from just like a pure story, from pure theoretical perspective. It was so absolutely beautiful. The Gene fight, I don't know, it's not as beautiful, but it's so practical. It's so like actually skill dependent. I think it's one of the only so far of both Snake Eater and Portable Walls, there's only been 2 fights that felt skill dependent, that felt like what I did actually mattered, and it wasn't just straight down to luck. And that is Volgin and Gene. There are kind of some similarities between the fights, but not really. But anyway, they're the only 2 fights so far that were felt skill dependent, and I actually got to learn patterns. I got to actually do some counterplay to their actions, which got me the upper hand, right? So that was fun. That was an actual fun fight. And while I did have complaints, like the stamina drain, it just kind of works out, because once you figure out the pattern that he does it after X amount of attacks, and you can feel it. You can feel when he's about to do it. So you can just prep a grenade, right? Once you get a hand of that, once you actually learn the mechanics, super fun, enjoyable fight. It was made to be fun. I think it was made to be practical. It was made to have gameplay, counterplay, in which they actually succeeded, and it was fun. It was fun and it was intuitive to a degree. But yeah, like they actually did a good job there. So I did enjoy the Gene fight a lot, despite the complaining you might have heard through the video. But yeah, I think all of those things together, considering the last game that was Snake Eater, I rated 7.5 at its highest, gameplay wise, and that this is the same engine but improved upon in various ways. I have to put it at a solid 8 out of 10 gameplay wise. It felt really good, and I wonder where Peace Walker might take this, because I am aware that Peace Walker is right after this, and I'm going to be playing Peace Walker probably right after I finish rendering this video. So I wonder how if the engine will stay the same, or if they'll do some more improvements, in which case the gameplay might go higher than an 8. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I hope you find interest in these mini reviews. I know this one dragged on for a while. The last one was 7 minutes long. This one is probably 15. 26. Oh fuck me. I do have some takes I'm gonna edit out. It's gonna be less than 26 minutes. But oh my god, wow. I rambled for a while, huh? Anyway, whoever stuck around this long and whoever had the interest for it, thank you. I'm gonna get to finishing this video, and then I'm gonna start Peace Walker, and hopefully it's good. I heard great things about Peace Walker, so I can't wait.